If you've read anything about the Phantom 4, you know it's the first consumer model you can buy with an advanced obstacle avoidance system that DJI calls us. The stout quadcopter has a set of optical sensors in front, eyes that will help it navigate around or over obstacles within 0.7 to 15 meters, 2.3 to 49 feet, of it, or it will simply stop and hover until you pilot it away. It also enables a couple new flight modes, which I'll get to in a bit. For the most part it works really well and it will likely prevent many accidental collisions. Yes, you can test it by flying it directly at things like fences or buildings or cars or yourself, and it will stop on its own. But what I worry about most when flying are trees. Clip a tree at 100 feet in the air and it can either start an uncontrollable fall to the ground or, perhaps worse, get stuck like some cruel Christmas tree ornament you can see but never touch. Having the ability to avoid trees is especially important when using the return to home feature that summons the drone back to you. The Phantom 4 fared better than I expected. I tested just as the Northeast was headed into spring, so I was flying around a lot of trees that were bare from winter. It had no trouble stopping itself before flying into a line of pine trees on an autonomous flight back to me. When navigating around sparse branches stripped clean of leaves, it didn't immediately recognize them as an obstacle. Had the branches been thick with leaves, it might have stopped in its tracks as it had when I flew near trees in full bloom. Or, maybe it was operator error. You see, I was coming at the tree from an angle that could have been outside of the OS's visual range. It senses what's in front of the Phantom, not above, to the sides or behind it. So while the system can stop a head-on collision, you'll have no problems crashing it from other directions. My point is, the OS is great to have, but for new pilots it could create a false sense of security.